are week 7. You are watching this video right now, and we're going to click on this project to see what we need to do with our blog in detail. So here's the assignment written out. So here's an overview, and it says copy and paste this post into your EduBlogs account. And this link right here, we're going to click on this. It's going to take us to all the work I've laid out for you, the directions for you to follow. It says follow those directions, then delete all of my instructions that are placed in the post after you're done writing your own words, then publish the post. So let's click this link and boom, it takes us over here. We're going to now copy all of this. I'm holding my mouse cursor and dragging all the way down to the bottom here, and I'm copying with Command C or Control C, depending on which computer you're on. And I'm going to go to my blog. And here I am at EduBlogs, and I click on add a new post, and here's a new post. I'm going to click here and paste. Command V as in Victor or Control V, and it pastes everything down in here. Now, what I want to do is cut this out with Command X or Control X, paste it up here. Again, Command V, and voila. Now here's a little trick. I'm going to come in here, and if I delete all this header stuff, boink, and I can take, I'll take that out, and what's going to happen is I come over here, it puts it up toward the top a little bit more. So if you want to learn HTML, it's kind of fun. You can see the codes. That's one of the things that's really neat about EduBlogs is that it's all code. In fact, div class, let's get that out of there too. You can look and see how your blog is formatted. So if you've worked with HTML before, it's pretty exciting. All right, enough of that. So I can control things from the code side, but we're going to leave this image at the top because it's kind of neat. I put it in there and I cited my source for the Creative Commons. You're going to write your summary last. When the project is all done, come up here and write this, just a couple sentences, then delete all of my directions. Again, you're going to leave all the headings in there, but all the content here, delete, and then put in your material. Now for the practice room, set a timer for 15 minutes. And what I would like you to do is to write out, well, go to YouTube and find a playlist for the tutorials that are going to help you with your particular game engine. And what I want you to do is put the playlist here. And again, a YouTube channel plus a playlist for tutorials for the game engine that you're planning on working with. I'm curious to see which one you've decided on, but also we're going to compare the resources that we find. I have numerous resources, but I'm always impressed on what else is out there. Then delete all this. After you have your content written down underneath the practice rooms tutorials, go to the classroom, and I want you to watch this video. It's really fun. I think you're going to like it. Extra credits is amazing. And then write a few sentences reflecting on what you learned about minimum viable product or MVP. Okay? Then delete my instructions after that. Again, maximum time, 15 minutes in that room. You can leave this in here. Oh, in fact, I'm going to see how this did this. I don't like that. So I'm going to turn off the count, and I'm going to turn the count back on. See how I did that? Sometimes that'll fix formatting that's not done right. Just turn it off and turn it back on. It should solve that problem. And these are the top from simplest to most difficult. And so you can keep this in your blog. It's something that's going to be helpful for us. And again, if it's not instructions, that means I intend for you to hold on to it so you have it as a resource for yourself. Under the lab, watch these 2 videos, and I want you to write a few sentences reflecting on what you learned from this. Really wonderful, great information about beginning game design and how it functions. Again, 15 minutes in this room. Then I want you to go outside. If you can safely go outside, go for a walk. And I want you to think of your life as a narrative. Okay, what is it for today? What's your story today? You're the protagonist and you're fighting something or someone as a nemesis. Are you trying to win, accomplish something? What? Write some notes about this because I want you to think of your blog as a journal. And the more ideas you write down, it's going to give you better ideas for game development overall. And it's the idea generating component that's very stressful for people. When you're trying to do it on demand, it doesn't really work. But if you have a pile of ideas that you've gathered over time, that's really exciting and easy to work with. In the studio, I want you to spend up to 30 minutes. What I want you to do is to write down 5 project ideas about games that you would like to make. And so put those 5 down here, and then they don't have to be really detailed, just kind of sketched out, and write a detailed description. And I want you to think, which genres are they going to represent from this list? Okay. And if you'd like to see an example, whoops, where'd I go? Right down here. Oftentimes I will have examples from my former students, and you can come over here and see what Robin wrote to give you an idea of some game ideas. I like her headings that she put in here, and then the objective. It's real straightforward. And so you can read through that. And I think that's pretty neat. So that is one idea for inspiration. Then delete all my instructions, but leave your content. And then lastly, take a survey here. When you click on this, this survey is going to help us with both the content and the process of the class. So I'm waiting here. Everything is running slow over here at school, which is just kind of silly. And I will pick a class, pick any class, and I'll go to next. And we're going to do this all year long, but essentially, how was this week's content? Pick a number that represents it, and then write some words. Okay. Now, I am partial to F and D's. That was kind of funny. Then, how was the process this week? Again, I'm kind of biased, so, let's put this stuff. And then you click submit. That's it. Now, by doing this activity, this is going to be a part of leadership and 21st century skills, the fact that you're being accountable to the program and giving feedback. So if you take this seriously and you're contributing every week, that is going to count as toward your grade, but more importantly, toward evidence that you are participating in the class, and it helps tag some of the 21st century skills. If you don't participate, then I have to look at gathering that evidence some other way. That could be a test, a quiz, another assignment. I'd rather not do that. So thank you for participating with this. And that is the overview for our week.